Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Andrea.
Welcome back to Nerd News today for another Ghostbusters figure review.
And we are looking at Series 6 of Diamond Select's Ghostbusters line with the one and only geared up Louis Tully.
That's right, this is Louis here in his jumpsuit. Well, not really his jumpsuit. It's Egon Spangler's jumpsuit.
It's a passing of the torch. It works.
Yeah, so in the first line of these toys, Louis came as Possessed Louis.
That was a good one.
Which was an interesting figure. It wasn't really one of my favorites, unfortunately. It was actually kind of a dud, to be honest. I don't really remember liking it that much. It was kind of one of the lower end ones for me.
It's not like you see a lot of Louis Tullys around, so I dug it. But this is definitely an upgrade.
Yeah, it's good to have him in the jumpsuit finally. And he comes with a lot of cool pieces of the Ghostbusters diorama set, but we'll talk about that later. So this is the packaging. Same big old DST packaging that we've seen for all the figures. And the back shows you who else is joining Louis in this line, which is Vigo the Carpathian and Ray Stanton the Proton Pack, who we already looked at. And we also get a bio for Louis Tully, which I kind of am curious about and want to actually read for a change, because it's probably actually kind of funny.
Okay.
Andrea, why don't you read us the back of that box there?
Oh boy. A tax lawyer by trade, Louis Tully was at the center of the 1984 Gozer incursion and was briefly possessed by Gozer's minion, assuming the form of a terror dog until freed by the Ghostbusters. Tully owed a debt to the group and agreed to represent them in a case brought against them by the city of New York, and helped get their license reinstated. After assisting around the office in a legal capacity, Tully was driven to gear up after hearing that his friends had become trapped by a malevolent spirit.
Which is a pretty great scene in the movie, and there's a new Ghostbusters Steelbook Blu-ray that has come out, which I think has some of these missing scenes finally.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that was cut with him. There's still scenes that are totally missing off these things, and who knows if we'll ever see them. Like there's a scene from Ghostbusters 2 with Louis's cousin, I believe it is.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that something about
with Eugene Levy,
yeah.
which I don't know if we'll ever see that.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Maybe Eugene will have footage somewhere and he'll send it to us.
I doubt
well,
that.
Well, not us, but
Yeah, if you want to send it to us, that'd be fine.
Yeah, we know it'd totally be cool. Do a big thing about it. But.
Yeah, so that's our look at Louis in the box. So I think we should go ahead and get him out of this containment unit and see what he's like.
Let's go.
We now return to the real Ghostbusters.
And so here's our look at Louis Tully, geared up, out of the box.
He looks so good.
So what do you think about that Rick Moranis face sculpt?
I like it. It's kind of weird because it's almost like if Rick Moranis was a superhero. I feel like he's just a little more chiseled than he actually is. But I also really dig it because it's still entirely Rick Moranis / Louis Tully. I love the whole vibe of this.
I think it's a better head sculpt than the other figure. I will go on and say that. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is better than the first one. I think the detail's better, paint job's better, the glasses are better.
I really like this one a lot.
So, a funny story about this particular figure is back when I was reviewing the original line long ago, I got a Peter Venkman figure that, and this video never even made it to air because I didn't air it because it was defective.
Okay.
For one reason, one leg was shorter than the other, and I was able to get a replacement, but I realized. And I never confirmed it because I was not going to bug him about it, but it was one of these legs that was on him. So that's where I was like, oh, they're going to make Louis Tully, and they're making more of these toys. And somehow they had accidentally slipped on a Louis Tully leg onto my Peter Venkman.
Oh my god, that is too funny.
Yeah. So here is the back of Louis with his Proton Pack. And again, we love the Proton Packs. Movie accurate. It's got all the stickers in the right places, which is so cool. And there's the Ghostbuster 2 patch on his arm, which they've commented about other ones, how the patch is always really the most perfect thing on them. There's never any paint issues with that.
It really is, yeah. I have to say, it's a little bittersweet to see the Spangler name.
I'll just wait till we review the Egon figure.
Oh god, that's gonna be like...
It's gonna be exactly like that. Whatever that was, yes.
I don't know, dying Tyrannosaurus.
So Louis comes with a bunch of accessories. Comes with 3 additional pairs of hands. So the one downside about him is that the connection from the hose to the gun, it's not actually solid in this figure. I think normally it's glued in there.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not, and I'll have to glue it, I guess, on my own when I get home, but I'm going to have to just see.
Yeah, it'll go in, but it won't stay.
Yeah, and it's, this figure's also really stiff out of the box. They've all been really stiff, all the Ghostbusters we reviewed so far.
I feel like it's been stiffer than usual.
Yeah, so I'm not going to really play too much with that, but
I'm gonna
in terms of accessories, he comes with a walkie-talkie as well, which slips onto his belt. And a ghost trap, which you can actually put onto this little part here, which is cool. So just attach it right there. And now he's got the ghost trap on him for when he's ready to bust Slimer. Even though he didn't actually bust Slimer, Slimer gave him a free ride in the bus.
So he and Slimer got to be buddies.
It makes sense that Slimer would work for the MTA.
Really would. People who work for the MTA, they can't help what happens.
Okay,
I know they have a lot of problems, and it's not their fault.
Okay, it's cool. Cool.
The higher ups, you don't know what the heck they're doing and all the red tape and bureaucracy and nonsense like that. Just remember that.
So there he is, all kitted up now with everything on him finally. And I think he actually looks pretty good. He's ready for a night out as a Ghostbuster.
Made it sound like he's like, I'm ready to take Janine out and we're going to hit the town and I'm going to get some soup and be, financially, conservative and fiscal.
Ask for refills on the bread.
Absolutely.
Only order tap water, not bottled.
Ask for lemon with the water. That way it's like lemonade without being lemonade.
Exactly. It's a good financial tip. Mm-hmm. And he also comes with a piece of the firehouse diorama. And in this case, it's actually kind of an iconic piece for Louis Tully because it's the door. So it's one of the doors to the firehouse. You can reenact the credits where he walks out and closes the door, but then he has to go back in. So he has to open the door that way, and then he comes back. And you know the scene. Yeah, you've seen the scene.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's a nice door. Downside is it is very scratched up. It came out scratched up out of the box.
We don't know how that happened.
And unfortunately, you couldn't really see it in the box either because the toys in the package you saw earlier, it's covered. So I don't know where these scuffs came from, but they are pretty fugly.
Yeah, it's literally everything you said. You could not tell at all that this is happening.
Yeah, I just don't even know how, because they look like they're knife marks or something, like someone's trying to claw through that door. It's really bad, so.
You don't think it's haunted, do you?
I wouldn't put anything past this toy line.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
I'm going to use it as a base, though, for Louis for now, so. As a base, it's fine.
Oh, hey, check that out.
Stands up perfectly.
Aw. Good old Louis Tully.
So that's our look at Louis.
We miss you, Rick Moranis.
And he looks pretty cool once he's all decked out. It's actually a really nice figure. It's one of the highlights of the line, for sure.
I really like this figure a lot.
I even love the little earmuffs on him. It's, it's the best.
Yeah, this is definitely, I agree with you. This is definitely one of the standouts, and I don't know, it just gives me warm fuzzies.
Rick Moranis does that.
Yeah, but it's the whole vibe. I always was a fan of Louis because he tried so hard.
He really did.
He was so awkward.
Yeah, that's why we like him.
Yeah. We relate way too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's Louis Tully, Ghostbusters 2 by Diamond Select. I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrea.
See you guys next time with some more Ghostbusters action figure reviews.